Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're watching me from. Welcome to Yo-Yo's Live. Thank you for joining me today. How are you doing? Welcome to my live stream. Come on in, let's have this afternoon conversation, okay? How are you guys doing? Happy New Week to you all, and happy Sunday to you all. Welcome to my live stream. This is not my usual time, but this is a convenient time for me to go live. Okay, so welcome to my live stream. Let's see. It's not telling me that I'm live on YouTube already. What is going on here? It's still saying, okay, yeah. So now I'm live on YouTube, live on Facebook. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Soyoyo. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining me today. Come on in, let's have this afternoon conversation. Very hot afternoon. And, oh God, let me adjust my seat. So I can feel relaxed to have this conversation. If you can hear me okay, let me also know in the comment section. All right. Thank you. So welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining me today. What am I talking about today? First of all, I'm talking about Korra is Life. Korra is Life is the book Korra Obidi launched last year, 2023. And when the book was launched, most Koreans did not review the book. I was even tempted to review the book, but I said no because I needed people to read the book so that Korra Obidi can make money from her sweat, right? I ended up not reviewing that book. And fast forward to 2024, actually, this period, 2024, all those people that reviewed that book last year when Korra published it, from the likes of Longmouth to any other person that was on social media, reviewing the book, speaking ills against Korra, they are back at reviewing the book right now. So the question is, did they miss anything when they reviewed the book last year? What did they miss? Or the horrible things they said last year was not enough? Why the revisitation? What is going on? Why are they going back to the book? Is it that they don't have content anymore to create? Or is it that there was something actually they did not review that they are reviewing now? So are they telling us that all the things they said last year are all lies? Let me know what you think in the comment section because I want to know where the emphasis is coming from. I want to know why the prompt to start all over to review a book that took you over 6 months reviewing when the book was published. I know for sure that most Koreans did not review that book. And the reason was out of courtesy to enable Korra sell this book and recover the money she puts in, publishing the book. But the non-Koreans went ahead, tearing the book paragraph by paragraph, reviewing it every day, every now. But I guess they are not still satisfied. Now, they're beginning to go back to what? To real review. I'll call it re-review because they did it last year when it was published. But now, what are they looking for? If you have answers to what they are looking for, to revisit what they have already finished with, let me know in the comment section. And why is Oyoyo talking about it today? I was privy to be on a live stream that was anchored by Entertainment Daily. That was, I think, on Thursday or Wednesday, thereabout, where they were talking about the book. And somebody was making emphasis about what Korra said on the book and all of that. I bought the copy. I have a copy. So I was like, if only they can say the pages. Eventually, one of the persons dropped the page in the comment section. So I went back to that page, okay? I went back to the page. I tried to read it 3 times that day, 3 times to see. Okay, I bought the soft copy of the book. So if you see, that is Korra Obidi and other of my, libraries, that the book I bought from Amazon Kindle. So if I click on Korra, let me go back. Okay. If I click, that is the book. So it goes to the chapters I am reading, the ones I've read, the ones I'm trying to reread again because of these people. So when I went back to the reference, the person that came attacking Entertainment's Daily, the reference the person made, Korra was simply, and that was chapter 2, okay, when she talked about her childhood trauma. There was never a time, read my lips. There was never a time in that book where Korra said that her father did this, did that, or did not. Give me 1 second. Now, Korra made, gave a, will I say, a memoir of what happened growing up. She threw herself out there, writing her truth, so that other people can be able to learn and prevent those from happening to their own children. What's the essence of buying a book, getting a knowledge, trying to create awareness? Is when you share your personal story, people will learn from your personal story and make sure in their own time that doesn't happen to them or their children. Now, with this book Korra wrote, a lot of young mothers out there will be well informed not to trust their little children with relatives, with uncles, people from the church. That was the awareness Korra was trying to create by making herself vulnerable. But people will always, when I mean always, take your words out of context to suit their what? Personal gain. Now, at the time Korra Obidi's father, Pa Obidi, came to kill mosquitoes in Korra's room, Korra was 19. Guys, Korra was eligible to vote at 18, an adult at 18. This did not happen when Korra was 7, 6, 9, 10, as those bunch of women portrayed on social media. Korra was a full-grown what? Adult, right? The only legal age she hasn't attained at 19 was voting right, yeah? In America, yeah? No, it wasn't voting right. It was legal right. That's to buy and drink alcohol. That's 21. But as far as you turn 18, you can vote. Now, these people went and twisted the whole story to suit their narrative. So my question is, did they miss anything from the review they did in 2023? Why are they revisiting this conversation? Did they tell lies in 2020? They are trying to correct it. What did they analyze? I'm talking about all of them that have been revisiting this book, twisting it to suit their narrative. Mind you, this book has been tendered in the court as what? Evidence. The book, not just one chapter, everything. So I have the book here. If you have more information on what they are twisting out there, because I don't follow most of these people, anything they are trying to misinterpret out there, let me know so that we can come here to not only clearing the air, come here to educate people. Okay? As always, when you come to a Yo-Yo's World, we come here to learn, relearn, and do what? Unlearn. Thank you guys for joining me this beautiful hot afternoon. Welcome to my live stream, all of you. So I'm going to welcome my people. Julie, thanks for joining. Katuri, thank you for being here. Trent with Octavia Korra, thank you for joining me today. Liz Labade, hey Queen, thank you for being here. Hey Queen, thank you for joining. Laura Lee, thank you for joining as well. Thank you, Suzette. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, J-Law. Thank you so much. All of you. Thank you for. Now, let me see what my ladies are saying. Let's go back to the comment section to hear what they are writing, okay? Laura said, that one making the most noise said she never read it. Excuse me? No. Rewind. She did not read the book. Then what is she analyzing? What? Hey, boy. No, wait. She did not read the book. and she's analyzing the book. Wow. And people are there listening to her. Wow. Another wow. Hmm. Hmm. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. All right. Liz said, oh, yo. I am clapping. You are a true barrister. Someone said on a live she never read the book because she wouldn't be biased. I said to myself, you love Korra and you haven't read her book. Is like, ah. anyways, let me leave this one here. Katuri said in the United States you become adult at 18 exactly, and you don't buy alcohol until you're 20. You start voting at 18. Liquor is 21, actually 21 in America. The truth is that JD isn't happy that Power Obidi visited the US. His blood has been boiling. He's good at throwing stones and hiding his hands. It's all a smear campaign against Power Obidi. Exactly. Continues like getting a brief and did not research the fact. Exactly. Exactly. Said, I don't pay these people any of my attention, I believe. They are redirecting cause Korra dared them to lie that her dad did anything to her because they are scared. They are looking for any topic, bunch of. I sincerely, I went back to read that particular page somebody made reference to on Entertainment's Daily's page. I went back to read it, and I'm going to get back to it now pretty soon. What Korra said, I know he said they said chapter 31. Let me get back to chapter 31. Have I gone very far? Um, Guys, pardon me. Seems I've gone very far. Chapter 30. Okay. 31. Okay. Chapter. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to get to the place Korra talked about her father coming into their room to kill mosquito. Chapter 31, she talked about her personal trauma, what she went through in the hands of her lesson teacher and all of that. She talked about her mother passing, her father, couldn't handle it. She talked about coming from a royal family and her father, was asked to marry the brother's wife, which is the tradition of our people still do it in Nigeria. Okay. Most cultures still do it up till right now. Okay. Talking about the two, families merging together, her cousins becoming stepbrothers and things like that. Those were the things you're going to see on that chapter 2. So for those saying that Korra's father was whatever, doing whatever, coming to use idea to what, okay, let me rephrase it and say their words. For those saying that their father coming to their room to kill mosquito means something that you should know what it means when they said it came to kill mosquito, do not listen to them. It means nothing. Traditionally, in Eastern Nigerian, it means nothing. When it comes to interpreting the language, it means nothing. It means simply the man came to what? Kill mosquitoes. All right. So let me look for where a sentence there, and then I will continue. I will read it out. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start from where I see a sentence. Let me start from here. My father got married to his elder brother's wife, who was deceased. I am from a royal family, the Obidi's family. It is customary that when a brother passes, I don't want to use the right words because of YouTube and the guidelines, and the brother has a brother alive who also has a deceased wife, it's okay to have both families join in holy matrimony. That is the custom and tradition of the Eastern Nigeria. And that was what happened to Paobidi's case. There was nothing wrong in that. Okay, so she continued to explain that. Let me get back to the mosquito part, because that mosquito thing has been misread, misinterpreted, and they're trying to make it because Obidi, while he was with Korra, they were asking the granddaughter to go to bed to sleep, and the little baby, if you have kids, you will know. Sometimes I will tell my kids to go to sleep, and the next thing, I would think they're sleeping, especially when they want to do sleepover. The little one will want to go to the big one's room to stay. Then I will fall asleep. And before you know it, you'll be hearing, they are laughing, they are still awake. Okay. So in this case, Obidi was trying to tell June to sleep, and maybe the little girl didn't sleep. So he stood there looking at the granddaughter. And all these iflefus, okay, all these mumus, all these evil witches and wizards, they now came to interpret that Paobidi was doing what, and made reference to this mosquito. That in Korra's, that's why I want to read it here, so you hear Korra's exact words and when it happened. Do not listen to all these people on social media. Oyoyo has been begging you guys, go for the truth. It's only the truth that can set anybody free. Only the truth. Now, I'm going to say, as a 19-year-old, I did not say a 10 years. I did not say a 12. I did not say 5, 6. A 19-year-old, I sometimes woke up to the sound of what? Of my dad in my bedroom killing mosquitoes that tried to feast on me at night. My dad's love was what? You see what? At 19. So Korra was already a full-grown person. She woke up because her father was what? Came to kill mosquitoes' feet. If you're in Africa, you understand. If you ever live in tropics, you understand they have mosquitoes, okay? Then she continued. The new mother was a Nigerian pastor and a leader of all women fellowships. Slowly, surely, she started to complain that all my father ever talked about was what he was going to do for his children. My children, my children, my children. Because this man lost his wife, the only thing he had working for him at the time were his children. They were his comfort. They were his everything. They were all he got. So to the point that he can actually come to their room and make sure they don't have any mosquitoes perching on them. This bunch of non-entities came on social media to interpret that your father coming to your room to kill mosquito means not something else. If you have conscience, if you ever went to the labor room, all of you women, and went through the pain of having a child, if your husband ever entered the labor room with you, because in America it's allowed, our husbands enter the labor room. Some will tell their wives no more. Terrified. Okay? And he appreciates what it is a woman goes through in labor room. Oftentimes he goes above and beyond. When my kids were a lot little, if I put them moisturizers on their body, my husband would say no. They are looking ashy. He will start afresh, grab Vaseline, and start creaming their body again so that they don't look what? Quote unquote ashy. So if a father's love is being misinterpreted, shame on to all the women misinterpreting those things. Shame on to all of you. The man was just loving his children. The only thing he got working for him after losing the love of his life. If you don't know that kind of love, simply say that you haven't experienced that. If you don't know that. If you don't. I have a 10-year-old. If the skin is still not glowing, the father still rubs cream on him. So you come and tell me that what my husband is doing is what? How low can you guys be? All because you want to drag Korra. How low can you guys be? Make it make sense, then I can understand. I got the book here. So if any of you on social media is hearing nonsense or hearing something that is not in the book, Please bring them coming to me. We are going to review them word for word, what Korra wrote. Not for those that did not read the book and coming to analyze their imaginations. Why not say I'm here to, imagine what happened? This is my own imagination. It would have been better than saying Korra's pa, Obidi did that, did that. It simply means they never experienced that kind of affection coming from a father, not even coming from their mother. I'm sorry to say. Because if you have love in your home, is until that time you'll be able to extend that love to strangers. Because you've experienced it practically, you know what it is. All right, let's continue. Okay. Terry Sachs, thank you for joining me today. Denise, thank you for being here. Trending, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nelly, thank you for being here. Suzette, thank you for joining us as well. Liz Labode said, when Korra launched her Kindle, I bought it. Then I purchased 5 hard copies. Sister-in-laws, and my ex. Every woman should have that book. If you're a young woman aspiring to be a mother tomorrow, buy the book. It will make you understand that those you trust, those so-called relative or godly people, nobody to trust with your children. Nobody. There was a classic case I went through that happened in someone's home. The children that called that person, Papa, but because they are not related by blood. So buy that book if you haven't. Read it yourself, you understand it better. You will see a woman making herself so vulnerable, telling her stories, the good, the bad, the ugly, to save you from experiencing what she went through. To put it out there, to educate our minds, for us to learn. And these people are twisting all twistable to make Paul Bidi look what? It's not going to work. It's totally wrong the way people think. Exactly. Mr. Korobidi is the one star that messed about the father going into the room doing of what? Joy David, how are you? Longest time. Thank you for being here. Being busy. How are you doing today? And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Liberation, victory at last. Thank you for joining today. They can't find the page they are talking about. So they are saying, she said, no, it's here. I just read it. Korra was 19. She said because of how possessive their father was after losing their mother, everything the man thinks about is my children, even to the point that the newly married wife started complaining all the things, everything your father says is my children, my children, my children. Because of people don't know what it is to lose a dear one, someone you love, cherished, treasured. People don't get it. Because of that love, when let me grab my charger, guys. When the wife passed, the only people, the man could think about my children because they are the reminder of the wife that just left him. If the new wife was complaining, he doesn't have anybody's time, he doesn't even know I'm here, it's just my children, my children. And mind you, he wasn't just, Korra wasn't in that room alone. She said she would stand in their room watching, making sure there was no mosquito feasting on them. It is nothing but pure love that a man, a woman could have for the children. I could remember when I took my case to Nigeria. And so at about 2 a.m. or 2:30, within that time, I didn't know how my sister-in-law turned off the generator. So we all started sweating. And mind you, we are sleeping under mosquito nets. We made sure we had mosquito nets on the bed. After taking all the medication, they loaded us from America before going to Nigeria, where I was still doing the preventive measures to avoid mosquito from coming. And more so, my first daughter, ordinary sandfly, if a sandfly should beat my first daughter, she will get sore all over her body. So imagine mosquitoes, right? Yeah. So when they took the light, because of heat, we started sweating. So I woke up. I was like, who took light? I didn't know how to start waking people up at that time to go and turn back the generator. Why did they turn off the generator? I was practically mad. I stayed awake because my little one could not sleep. She was born in winter. When we came out from the hospital, it was minus 35 degrees. So this girl doesn't do well during the summer, unless if air conditioning is available. Imagine going to the Africa, with the heat and no air condition, no fan because the generator was turned off. I practically stayed awake from that time till morning. And when everybody woke up, it was a sound warning. Please, on no condition should anybody turn off the generator. Rather, don't turn it on in the afternoon so that we can sleep at night. You get it? That was the instruction I left because of that experience. So anybody hearing my story that I stayed almost awake all night watching my children, making sure mosquito did not pet, will say I'm creepy, right? You might as well call me creepy for watching out for my children. If Obidi watching out for his children is what you guys are misinterpreting because you did not grow up with such love and affection, shame to you. All of you calling, you know what it is to kill mosquito in the middle of the night, and what it means in Africa. It means nothing. Simply what it was for, killing mosquitoes. There is no traditional interpretation, cultural, anything to that word. The sentence means exactly what he said. She woke up and realized the father was standing there, making sure no mosquito was feasting on them. That's what Korra Obidi wrote. And that narration came when Korra was 19 years of age. Not when Korra was a child that she didn't know A from B. Let all the lies stop. Let all the hating stop. Let love lead. All of you. All right. Karen, thank you for joining today. Liz said they are projecting about their childhood. Only sick, pervert women will say that. God will deal with them, their children, grand and great grandchildren, in the mighty name of Jesus. Sincerely, if you start thinking right, you start imagine maybe these people are talking about what they went through growing up. They never experienced that kind of affection and love. I saw it firsthand. I stayed awake because they turned off my what? The generator powering where we were. I stayed awake, fanning my daughter to make sure no mosquito perched on her, to make sure at least she grabbed some sleep. I suffered it as the mother. So anybody twisting this sentence has a twisted mind, and that person needs some evaluation, mental evaluation. Honestly, because there is nothing else to twist from here, if not that your mind is already twisted. I did it. What Paobidi did how many years ago? I did it just a few years ago when I took my case to Nigeria. And when everybody woke up, I left a standing warning, standing instruction. Please, whoever that was in charge of the generator, make sure you don't turn it off during the night because I don't trust Nigerian electricity. And it was in the village. So please, instead, don't turn the generator in the afternoon because I needed to sleep at night. My little girl was so mad that she was sweating. She couldn't sleep. She said, Mommy, she wants to go back home. I said, no, but this is Daddy's home. This is home. She said, no, it's not home. Mommy, I want to go back home. So let people get it. I, Oyoyo, did that for my daughter. What Paobidi did many years ago. So people are still doing it, and there is nothing, practically nothing wrong with that. Let the sick minds go find some healing. There are a lot of doctors looking for clients, so search for one around you. All right, Gloria Jones, thank you for joining. Just yesterday, that UK accused Korra's father for, and she said he will do it to her kids. Imagine. I hope Korra them are noting those talking nonsense on on YouTube so that they can take action. Joy said, "Nne, there is a reporting going on against Longmouth page. I did my own reporting already." Woo! Again, that woman is in for it. Mm. Yeah, Liz, exactly. He brought it out. We shouldn't even forget the fact it's Mr. Obidi that brought that out, that narrative. Then they now started running with it. But I'm happy I bought the book. I read this book when it was published. These silly mumu people, they're making me read the book again. On that day, I saw somebody talking about it in the comment section of Entertainment Daily. I had to go back to my Kindle. I read that particular chapter 3 times to see where Papa Obidi did something that I did not see, I did not read about. I read this book since last year, but I can tell you what happened at every stage in that book. It was it when Korra was 10? Was it when she was in the university? Was it when she was in Dubai? I can tell you practically everything that happened in that book. But these people, when they start saying that, like I keep saying on my live stream, people will come telling lies. They will say it time and time without number. Why is my charger not working? This thing is not giving me the bright light I'm looking for. Sorry, guys. Let me make sure. I don't know what is happening, but I still have a charged battery anyways. So they will keep telling lies, and before you know it, it start looking like the truth. And that was why I had to. I said, no. Oh, you have this book. I went back. And as God will have it, that person writing nonsense on Entertainment Daily's comment section left a page and said, go and read chapter page 31. Phew! I went back, I pulled up my book. Reading that, I did not see anything different from what Korra wrote. Korra wrote her truth, but the twisted minds will interpret it to suit their narrative, to make you believe that what they are saying is true. Do not believe them. I am making this as an appeal. Rather, go buy the book, read for yourself. And as you're buying the book, prepare your mind because this is a woman that put everything of her out there. Prepare your mind on what you're going to hear from the book. It is her truth, her whole truth. And she told her truth in that book. By the way, guys, why are you guys not liking my video? I just noticed that the like is still on 34 and I have 72 of you watching me from YouTube. Like this live stream. If you're watching from Facebook, like, share, invite your friends. Come on, guys. Like, share, invite your friends. Okay? Hey, Papa. All right. So they're all running on YouTube to spew their nonsense. Exactly. All Kofi is telling you guys, are you guys monitoring spirits? Like my live stream. If you like the truth, like this live stream. If truly you have conscience, there is any iota of honesty, truth in you, like this live stream. Because here, I don't fabricate stories. That's one thing I know about myself, so that when I go to bed, I sleep. I don't make up stories to suit me or suit my audience. I say it the way it is. We just read what Korra wrote. What happened to her when she was 19, how their father was very so much in love with the family, how their father so much cared for them growing up that when their father passed, all he had was them. Even after he remarried, he was still giving them all the love and attention. to the point that the new wife started complaining. If you haven't experienced that love before, pray, pray you have a father who really, 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 really care. Pray you have a father who will care for you just like Obidi cared for the children. I'm trying to pull my candle up, and the thing has hidden somewhere now. Okay. Okay, I found it again. So I'm back here. If you have any comment, they have said something contrary to what Korra wrote, let me know. Korra was expressing what happened to her. It's like this, like her memoir. She said the woman was the new wife was complaining. It's always my children, my children. She would complain as she made fun of his love and obsession with the well-being of his children. Where did Korra write something that is not what I'm reading? This became a staple argument in the household. Every morning and night, it was one fight or the other. My father was very meek, yet stern, classic African parent who grew up in the palace in the village, but moved from the village to a Catholic school, obeying his mother's bidding. What did this man do that they are looking for what Obidi did? What? I can't find any. So, like I said, if you guys want us to review anything you see on social media, any lies anywhere, bring it to me. I have the book. We are going to speak what the book said in the exact words so that people will know the truth, so that the lies will stop. And again, hearing that somebody who is analyzing the book did not read the book, is that not madness? Because I can't make any sense out of it. You did not read the book, but you're analyzing the book. Are you analyzing what happened to you as a person growing up? Is that what you're analyzing? And then putting Korra's name to look like Korra? Are you telling us something that your papa did? Are you telling us your own personal story with your father? But because Korra attracts people, right? That you have to put Korra's name there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. From what Korra wrote here, you guys have heard from the book itself. Korra did not say the father did anything wrong. She did not. She did not. I'm saying it how many times? She did not write anything that these people are saying. And for the analysts and for the analyzers and for the reviewers that are now doing a second missionary journey on this book, what did you forget in the first review? Oh, you told lies, you want to correct it now, or you're telling lies now. What did you forget? Anyway, Gloria, who is that? Who said that about Obidi? I only go on few blogs. Exactly. Like the video, please. Like. Liz is telling everybody to thumb up, like the video, okay? Liz, go on to Mr. Korra post yesterday, okay? Okay. So Liz, if you're still here, you find whoever that made that comment on Mr. Korra's page on Facebook. Yesterday, the massive London woman said on her live that she handled Korra Obidi when she came to UK. She needs to be reported because it seems she has something to do with the London. I don't know about that. I don't, honestly, J Love. I don't know if she has. I don't follow that woman. So I don't know what is going on with her page. To be honest with you, I don't. Okay, let me go back to Lizzie said I should explain that mosquito part again, okay? Let me go back. That incident happened when Korra was 16. Okay. Korra said, I'm going to read it again so that you guys can understand. The new mother was good to us. She was very religious and had two sons who lived with us at the time. To the best of my knowledge, I think she loved my father. However, restated the love my father so shamefully proclaimed for his kids. It wasn't just Korra. The man proclaiming love for his children after losing the love of his life. Anything that will remind this man of the wife, the children, right? So Korah said, shamelessly proclaimed for his children. He did not say for Korah or for Nancy or for their big sister, for all his children. He loves all of them. And you can see that even in the present day, how much this man still into his children, Nancy's children, the other one, and Korah and the son in Canada. So let's continue. You see, on my mother's deathbed, she had instructed my dad to take care of their children. For all of these mumus on Facebook, hey, are you guys hearing it? It's like a woman's last wish. Take care of our children. And you want that man not to fulfill that way so that he can please you guys 30 years after, 20 years after she passed. At the time she was making this plea to her husband, Korra has never thought about being on social media. She was practically a baby. So let me go back again. You see, on my mother's deathbed, she had instructed my father to take care of their kids. My dad had done just that and sometimes took it overboard. For him to be checking on them, you wake up in the night to go around and check your children to know if they're sleeping okay. I still do that. I still do that. If you like, call me a possessive mother. I don't give two cents. I will wake up and then go to my first daughter's room. I will stand there to make sure she's breathing well. I will go to the little ones. I will be there, stand to make sure she's sleeping well. So that was what Korra Obidi did. And then it went over, but as a 19-year-old, I sometimes woke up to the sound of what? Her father in the room killing mosquito. That's what Korra said. And my practical experience I had when I went to Nigeria, I've shared it here. I went to Nigeria, there was no electricity except generator. So because the generator has been running all through the afternoon tonight, at about 2:30, they turned off generator. The heat woke me up. I had to be awake, fanning my daughter for her to sleep, to make sure no mosquito perched on my child. I did that. If you ever lived in the tropics, you understand when we say mosquitoes, okay? If you understand. So there is nothing wrong that Obidi did here. The twisted mind on social media are trying to find fault where there is none. Just like always, they are trying to find fault where there is none. All right, let's see. We all know where this idea originated from. If we wanted to allegedly accuse someone of SA, you can accuse the girl's father. I saw info from the app that Korra and Jo talked regarding the children. Oh, Oyoyo, when power went off, my son was little. I would say, stay all night and fan him. You see, guys, this is another person that have gone through the same thing, telling her story. Laura Lee is just saying it. When power went off, I could even imagine in Houston here, they had a tornado and their light was off for how many days? And in some cities in Minnesota, it was for 4 days. Guess what these people did? They went and bought rechargeable air condition for just that 4 days. Will you go around the room? Are you going to buy it for every room? Remember, it's a station air conditioner. You station it somewhere. Some people bought rechargeable fan for them to be able to sleep, to make sure nothing. One person was sharing his experience to us what happened when that incident of tornado and then thunder and the light going off for days. You don't want to hear what people did to make sure their kids were well taken care of. Laura Lee just shared her own experience. She stayed all night and fanned her child until power was back. These people must have been raised like cattle. Sincerely, they must have been. Honestly. Suzette say KO asked him if he SA June because she told her mom KO that her bomb Wow, wow, this one is deep. I'm not gonna read this one. Whoa, Liz, she lives in the UK. Go and check the page on Mr. Korra. Okay. Suzette, it was shown on Amori's page and some of us were upset. Please do not go back to that. It's too hurtful. I'm not going to read it. That one is too much for my mouth to read. Longmouth YouTube page has received 2 strikes already. Are you serious? That means she's standing on a thread. One more page gone. One more strike. Are you serious? Guys, you guys didn't even know. They reported my YouTube channel. They reported my YouTube channel because I noticed YouTube started putting restrictions on my ads. So trust to you now. I had to ask for review. By the time they finished, it was on my 7 videos. This will think I'm like them that will come and be doing nonsense. By the time they finished, let me read one of the things. 7 of my videos. They now said, your video is suitable for all ads. One of the videos was Korra Obidi's lawyers leaves no stone unturned. Good news, after manually reviewing your video, we have determined that it is suitable for all advertisers. That is one. Another one happened. Let me see if I'll pull it up here. We received tons of notification here. Oh my goodness. Another one. This one is titled Mr. Korra Obidi's WhatsApp Women Fight Daring. Good news. Your video, after manual reviewing, your video we have determined suitable for all advertisements. So these people are doing the most, but unfortunately, they can't get me because you know what? Whatever we discuss here is based on fair use. When we come to criticize what people are doing, we have facts to back what we are saying. We don't make up stories. We don't formulate things. We act on what they put on social media. When we are talking about the women in the WhatsApp group, Kim was a witness of that group. She came here and gave a story of what happened in the WhatsApp group. We analyzed those things based on that. So they couldn't find anything on my page. And what are you reporting? The voice is mine. The video is mine. The thumbnail is not yours. Anyways, that woman, she's standing on a thread, Kofi. Just one more strike, she's gone. Honestly. At least she's being reported for constantly bullying and harassing Korra and her family. You see? You see? That's where I saw it. It's hurtful, but these people need together. I hope CPS can resolve this. I really hope so too. You know, when you're there looking for what to pin on someone and you're unfortunately not finding any, that's when, because of desperation of how to taint that person to be bad, you start formulating stories. And unfortunately, this time is not working. It's not working. It's not working, guys. Unfortunately. I don't know what is wrong with my charger. Guys, it's telling me to go and buy a new laptop. And I'm not ready for that right now. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. Okay, let's continue. On Friday, I reported Longmouth fight. Are you serious? I told them they should look through all her content. It's all Korra. Also, she's mocking Korra with a SA as a young girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And that's one thing, you know, they said if you're watching Law and Order SUV in America, they are fighting for the victim, but some people are there to use the victim's stories to mock them, especially when they go to court. You're using their story to mock them, and then you think other women that go through such thing, or even other children, maybe children, women, will be able to share their story tomorrow. They won't trust anybody. The thing is how to speak up for the vulnerable, speak up for those who cannot speak up for themselves, advocate for them. But when you now come and use somebody's incident, somebody's story to laugh at the person, you're trying to take the only thing, strength that person has, her voice, away. Unfortunately for Korra, they've met the wrong person. Korra wrote this book. She's not going to withdraw. The book is out there. If you have not read this book, go do yourself some good and find out the real information Korra said. The real book, get it, read it, get the real complete story. Don't get the story based on what those mumu people are saying. Get the complete story when you read it. All right. No, I mean mosquitoes in Africa. What sickness and on and okay. Mosquito is a very even Liz, even me that is saying it here, okay? If you come to America and you say you have malaria, they will quarantine you because it's a very deadly thing. And what causes malaria? It's mosquito. So you see why people will sit and wait and make sure nothing gets to their children. When I was doing it, before we left for Africa, okay, we were giving malaria medications to take. We did all the vaccination and all of that. We were giving hotline number to call American Embassy when we get to Nigeria. Okay, we've started malaria medication before we enter the plane going to Nigeria. Why is the country so interested in preventing you from getting malaria? Because it's going to be a serious case, right? Now, you say, okay, you say that they don't have mosquitoes all over. Yeah, the ones they have here, it doesn't give malaria. They have the female mosquitoes in Africa. And that's why people can get that. So the essence of that prevention is to make sure your child is protected. Some people will go all the way to using a mosquito insecticide, which is more dangerous than the mosquito you want to kill. You get it? So Obidi watching, making sure the kids are well protected. This was many years ago. People are still doing it. Oyoyo did that when I took my case to Nigeria. I did that. My daughter that was fanning to make sure no mosquito perched on her, I was fanning this girl from that 2 or 2:30 all the way to the morning. I was fanning my kid to make sure I prevent mosquito from happening. Because I don't want when I get back to the States, I will go under quarantine. So people do that. It's a serious concern for a caring father and a caring mother. Not for, hey, sit down. Oh, not that kind of father. For a man who truly, truly loves his children, it matters. But for a man who doesn't care, like most of these women talking about killing mosquito, their father couldn't do that for them. That's what it simply means. Their parents couldn't do that for them. They didn't see it as anything big. But if you know, you know. If you have an educative mind, you'll be able to know what that means. Unfortunately, these people, especially that one that said that she did not read the book, she's telling you guys her personal story and then putting Korra's name as a cover-up, because there is no way you will come to analyze somebody's book that you have not read. Period. All right, let's see. My son is 17 and every night I still stand at his door. Laura, God bless you. 17, almost Korra's age when Obidi was checking on her. 17, that's what Rolali is telling us. The son is 17 and every night she will still stand at his door, checking his breathing, sometimes adjusting his covers. That's what mothers, fathers that truly, truly care for their children, that's what they do. You don't just bid your son good night and lock the door. You go back to check to make sure that they are sleeping well. And if these women that are talking silly, if they are not doing that for their children, that means they are doing what? The vicious cycle they went through growing up with their own parents is what they are repeating. All right, let me continue. I need to catch up with this comment. Kofi, yes, I saw it on Mr. Korobidi's. Okay, they are talking about making reference to what Facebook pastor said that was shared on Korra, Mr. Korra's page. That's why I'll keep saying JD doesn't love those kids because he cannot love them. Hiya. And hate their mother so much that he has so many fake pages moving through and through on bloggers page, causing people that are blocking them. It's called being idle. Because if you're really booked and busy, you will not be doing that. It's called an idle mind. Hi, Chison. Thank you for joining me today, Queen. Thank you, thank you. Jenny, thank you for joining. All long my page are gone now, according to our investigation. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's why I love you. You are a lawyer. We cover our backs. One. Period. Um, period. If Doc Mouth gets a third strike, Jazzy, the third one is to send her packing. She's kind of dangling on a thread. That's what that channel is standing on. 2 strikes already. That's serious. That's serious. Unfortunately, I think there is still one that is still available. Wow. So you guys all know their channels. Wow. Kofi said, J Love, please send to my inbox. Sometimes something needs to be done ASAP. This Kofi, eh? There was one information I got from Kofi about one of the women tearing Korra, how the person was a refugee in Netherlands many years ago. We all have stories. We all have our journey. Why are you tearing another person's journey, making it look silly? Why? You have your own journey. Nobody's digging into your journey. Nobody's going to unearth what is not needed. But Korra is living her authentic life the way on her own terms, and you want her to live her life in your own time. Does it make sense? She's a grown woman. Leave her and her God, you so righteous people. Leave her to be judged by God. The last time I checked, the Bible is very, very clear on that. Thou shalt not judge, so that you will not be judged. Leave judgment unto the Lord. All these adopted Jesus, assistant God, and Mother Mary, leave Korra alone. Try to adjust your life to be sure you're in line and in tune with God. All of us are answerable to what? Our Maker. Let her be answerable to her Maker. You are protected round and about. Oh, yes. So thank you so much. Lady Money Roll, every video Lola put out. Whoa, are you serious? Wow. Wow, Lady Money Roll. Hey, MTA, thank you for joining today. Law and Order SUV, my favorite. Honestly, my favorite. Miriam, how are you doing? I'm here live today. Yay! Thank you, Miriam. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Guys, as you come in, please like this video for me. Do me well by liking the video. I'm not seeing my like button go up. Don't be the monitoring spirit that are here to hear what Oyoyo has to say. I'm here to review the nonsense these people are putting on social media, saying Obidi came to kill mosquito, that it means something in Africa when you come to kill mosquito. Please and please and please and please. I am from Africa, the same part Korra Obidi came, Eastern Nigeria, okay? I am from Nigeria, from Africa. It does not mean any other thing than what he says. To kill mosquito means to kill mosquito. There is no other connotation to it. Nothing added, nothing removed. Don't listen to those bunch of women trying to create a narrative that they cannot do what? They cannot defend. Do not listen to them. I just read the sentence. What happened when Korra was 19 years, sharing her experience, how their father was very protective of them, the kind of love and affection the man was showing them, to the point that his new wife was complaining. That was what Korra wrote. And these people twisted it to suit their narrative, saying, you know what it means now when they say father is killing mosquitoes. It means nothing than what it is, killing mosquitoes. Period. All right. Mosquitoes in the Bahamas carry, you see, they also carry, see, somebody from the tropic is talking. Just like the ones in Africa, they carry serious basic. If you go to Africa now, especially Nigeria, the next thing they are treating typhoid, they are treating malaria. Is a common illness for them because they are so immune to the mosquitoes that bite them every day. But you that is a foreigner, a stranger, if you come and that thing should give you 1, 2 bites, you find yourself in the hospital. So it's a big deal. Before you leave America going to Nigeria, they will make sure you take every precaution. They call it travel clinic. You must visit travel clinic before you hop into that plane. And what does travel clinic do? They will give you all the malaria doses you're going to start taking. Some will tell you take them like 2 weeks before you start traveling. You're still in America, you're already doing preventive measure because they know what is on ground, what mosquitoes can do. It's not like the mosquitoes in my backyard here. No, that one that we have around summertime is not the same. The one in Nigeria is female mosquitoes. The one they have here, they don't have that kind of disease. So let people get some knowledge. If these people are really smart, I'm sorry they have smartphone, they have tablet, laptop, fancy things, but they don't know how to do a little research. Google Nigeria. Google about mosquitoes in Nigeria. And then find out what kind of things that might happen when such mosquitoes hit your body. And then understand why Obidi was doing all he could to safeguard his children. Is it now a bad thing to show your children true love and affection? When has being a good parent become a bad thing? When has looking after your children become a bad thing? When? If only these people's minds are not twisted, they wouldn't have made anything out of that. Do I blame them? I will blame them, and at the same time, I'm blaming Mr. Korra Obidi. Mr. Korra Obidi is looking for every way to justify that Obidi should not be around his children. But it's not flying because the man is a clean man. The man is a religious man. The man was simply there to see his grandchildren, that this same man deprived them traveling to Africa to see their grandpa because he has refused to sign the document for them to get passports. You don't want to let go, and the option came to you, you're still looking for a way to twist the mind of people to start believing that Obidi meant evil. That man meant no evil. What he did towards his children is what every wife, every mother pray for. That what my husband, my man should care for my children this way. There was a little knowledge somebody gave me. She's a much older person than me. She was telling me what it was for her when her kids were small. She said she was in school doing her master's at the time. She was working and then raising the children. So sometimes she would dress up the kids and the husband would say they're not looking sharp. You did not rub cream well on them. She now said, okay, if I'm not doing it well, honey, can you take care of that end so that we can, So that was how the man, anyone she wasn't doing well, according to the husband, the man started doing all the duties. He would bathe the children, cream their body, dress them up. When people think about situation like this, I laugh. Have they thought about who takes care of these little kids when they go to stay with their father? Who helps them in the bathroom? Who? Is he Madam Crystal that went there and was banned by the court not to go again? Have you thought about it? Don't get me started, people. Don't. We all know, we all know that girls, right? You have to teach a daughter how to wash well, right? Or sometimes you help your little child to wash. You help them to clean up when they do potty. Who does that when they are in their father's home? It's still their father. So because their father is doing the role of a father, we will now come and start calling him names. Think again. All these sick people, think again. What Korra Obidi's father did was what was expected of him to do as a father, as a loving father for that matter. Don't get it twisted. Unless if you're telling your own personal stories. If you're telling your own personal story, tell it with your full chest. Just like Korra Obidi did in her book, Korra is Life. She told her story with her full chest, not minding that people are going to drag her, not minding that Africa, Nigeria specifically, is very naive. They are going to drag her. Why did you come to say all of this? You shouldn't have. You should have covered up. You should have pretended. She bared it all. She bared everything all. What happened to her in the University of Lagos? What happened to her in her home with her lesson teacher? She did not make it look good to suit what? The public, the so-called righteous people. She said her truth to save another little girl out there, another 10-year-old, another 16-year-old, 17, 18 that is going into the university. If you haven't read that book, go buy a copy. If you have a teenage daughter, this is the time to buy it. If you're a new mom, this is the time to buy the book. This is not paid commercial, mind you. I'm telling you the truth. You need to help yourself. In my channel, we come to learn and relearn, and that's what we are doing here. So guys, like up this video if you haven't. Let's get this like to 100, okay? Like up. Are there not shots in Africa? I don't know if they have any vaccine at all for that. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's very common. When I mean it's common, it's like you having, Nelly, it's like you having headache in America. That's what it's like. You having headache. You just be talking with somebody. The person says, oh, I wasn't feeling well yesterday. I had malaria. I went to the chemist. I went to the pharmacy to buy medication. It's like you having headache in America. That's what it's like. All right, so let's go. Hi, Mildred. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Okay, I've heard this name from somebody from King Esther's page. I've heard this name. I came online and started reading Korra's book online. Now her page was reported for it. You see, now she's crying. Ooh, you see. Empty, are you shocking me? Empty. Oh, I said do not recommend this to me. Oh no, it's still there. Ah, whoa, this is a new one. Oh, that means she has more than 2 channels. Yeah, she has more than 2 channels. Okay, this one is her personal channel. Okay, so this one is not affected. I just saw one. Maybe that her other channel is gone. I just saw one. Hey, son, how are you, my son? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. All right, so Mildred said, I just spilled my wine laughing so hard. Liz, long. Have many, yeah, she has many Facebook pages. Okay. Guys, like up this video. Like up, okay? Like up this video. Okay. It's unfortunate that it's only the Nigerian bloggers that are misleading the public. Anikot page, Lola's page, back again. One is back. Oh my God. Other bells. Wow. Are these people all Nigerians? Unbelievable. African mosquito carry exactly West Nile virus and a long list of other viruses. Okay, like in Caribbean and some parts of the US. Exactly. Is there no vaccine? Leave that long story. leave that long story. I don't think there is, because the way that particular thing is very common in Nigeria, I don't think there is. And even if there is, you have to start doing reorientation to educate people to believe that you're going to give them vaccine. Some part of Nigeria will say capital no to it. Some part of Nigeria, I don't want to go into mentioning the parts, but it's not today's conversation. His plan was for Athena to never meet with Grandpa. After that failed, he turned to slander. You're very right on this one. He didn't want them to go. That's why he didn't get the passport. Now the father came. They are still looking for things to make the man look bad. I don't know how these people sleep at times. I don't know. Like I said, please, if you have any of these fallacies going on social media about the book, please get them across to me. I will tell you what the book said, not what they are assuming. And for anybody that did not read the book and analyzing the book, that means you're telling your personal story. It's pure and simple. If you did not read the book, then what were you analyzing in the first place? Are you telling us those things happened to you? Let's know in the comment section. All right, let's see. MTN, are you for real? Wow, it's getting more and more interesting. Sincerely, it's true, Kofi. I just searched for it. I did not find it. The one I found is her personal channel on YouTube. Her personal channel. And the irony of the whole thing is that these people are not learning. They are not learning. Leave this woman alone. I shared on my community page hair tutorial. Hair tutorial is somebody I know very well. Okay, I know hair tutorial very well, and people are there dragging her. Leave these women alone. I'm going to do live stream on hair tutorial. Maybe if I have the chance tomorrow, I will do that. Leave them alone. If you don't have anything good to say, walk and pass, or rather block them. Click on do not recommend this page. Because how can you claim to be on YouTube for 4, 5 years, 7 years for that long mouth channel, has been on YouTube for about 7 years, the one that disappeared now, and suddenly the page disappeared because of what you constantly been doing to somebody? Think about it. Think about it. If you were in that person's position, is it until that person goes beyond 6 feet under? That's when you guys will know what you're doing is wrong. I shared on my community page about 2 Nigerians that were doing what? It was, I don't know how to say this guidelines, was bullying. And the 17-year-old American teenager died himself because of internet bullying. These people, American government went to Nigeria. They did not require visa to come this time. It was the Interpol that went to Nigeria, took them from their homes, brought them to America for trial. Now they've been sentenced. You never apply for American visa, but you're in America because of what you did online. People should be careful. For the fact that you're in your home, you've turned yourself a keyboard warrior. Be careful what you say to people. A lot of people are already going through stress of life. Don't send them to their early graves. It's not going to be better for you. You're not going to enrich your life, your pocket, your finances, your family, if these people are gone because of what you've been doing to them on social media. Stop preaching lies. Speak the truth for what it is. It will not take anything from you. Say the truth and shame the devil. If any of you misinterpreting what Korra wrote in her book, if any of you have any iota of conscience, of truth in your lives, say that truth at least once. It's gonna set you free. I just went through this particular place you guys are making reference to mosquito killing and all of that. There was nothing wrong that Obidi did. I just shared my personal story. Another lady in the comment section, Laura Lee, shared her personal story. Her child is 19, and this is happening, is 17, I mean, her child is 17, and this is happening in 2024. The one for Korra must have happened like 15 years ago, and it's still happening. People still go to their case room to make sure they are sleeping well, adjust their neck if the neck is not positioned, make sure you cover them up if they are not well covered. People still do that for their children. For the fact that your father did not do that for you, or your husband is not doing that for your children, or you're not doing that for your children, does not mean that those that do that for their kids are silly. It simply means there are degrees of love and affection, and you haven't gotten there. Until you get to that degree of affection, to love unconditionally, that's when you understand when someone else is doing that for his or her children. There is nothing wrong in what Obidi did. That's what I'm trying to say here. And don't twist that part of the book. There is nothing to twist. The sentence simply means what she wrote and nothing more. All right, let me see if I will catch up, okay? You have analyzed that part of the book perfect. Without copyright infringement, you're a true lawyer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Liz Laborde. JJ, I have been working on that lizard thief. Ooh. Yes, exactly. That's what I think. No, none currently. Okay. Read who? None currently for that disease in Africa. I don't think there is, because the rate. If you call people on the phone, they will tell you, "I just treated this. I just treat." They are treating it like every other 2 weeks. So there is nothing like that. And if they find one, they will start by doing reorientation to make people believe that it's not going to cause them problem. Just like reorientation for polio and all of those, you still have to tell some certain people to even accept it, if at all they have anything like that. Yes, so there are Nigerian bloggers who know about the menace of the mosquito, but choose to make a fool of themselves on social media by talking trash. Exactly. Guys, my battery is going. I need to find out how else to do this. I don't know. It's showing my charger is on. I hope this is the right charger they gave me. Let me call my case. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I needed to make sure that this thing is connected. For some reason, I didn't know why it wasn't connected. Okay. Oh, I hope it's charging though. It's telling me it's 19% remaining. Oh my goodness. It's not charging though. Let me see. Sorry, guys. All right, let's see. Lee said in the UK, okay, called that and my boys were babies, they slept with me. Exactly, exactly. You see, Sandra, Lily said, my husband do it to me every time. Wow. Back again, whoa, really was as far as tagging the official of Facebook, official of Deeper Life Bible Church in Nigeria to petition Korra for her claim that she was, hi, gosh, these people. All right, let's see what, according to WHO and UNICEF, 19 million doses of first ever. Wow, to 12 African countries for 2023 to 2025 are still too early to say. Okay, you see, thank you for that information. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for that information. Thank you. All right, let's see one more comment. She posted about Korra and her family like every 30 minutes. Wow, are you serious? This person is really out for Korra. And to be honest with you, I don't know what Korra did to these people. I don't know what Korra did. So, guys, I was able to catch up with all the comments. Let me ask you guys again, have you liked this video for me? Have you liked this live stream? Have you liked it? Like the video for me. Subscribe to my channel if you're yet to do so, and follow me on Facebook if you haven't. Okay? If you like what I do here, join my membership. That is how you can support Oyoyo. Join my membership if you like what I do here. And by so doing, you're supporting what I'm putting out here. And like I said, if you know any lies, any fallacy they've put out there regarding Korra Obidi's book, please send that across to me. You can inbox me that on my Facebook or Yo-Yo Sword on Facebook, because I have the book. I will cross-check, compare notes to tell you guys exactly what Korra is talking about. Do not listen to anybody trying to tarnish Korra's image for no just cause. Korra did not do anything to these people personally. She did not. She did not do anything to them personally. Even to her ex, she did not do anything to her ex. The only thing she did was to file for a divorce when the man asked for one. That was the only thing Korra did. And the man asked for divorce, Korra filed for a divorce. I don't think there should be a problem there, right? The next thing is for them to, settle and everybody move on. But unfortunately, it did not go well with the man. Even after the payout and all of that, over $90,000 that was payout money and all of that, it still did not end there. Now, I want to thank all of you for joining me. Like you guys know here, we keep it simple, we keep it truthful, we keep it solely truthful. The book did not in any way implicate Korra Obidi. Korra wrote out her personal memoir, her personal life, and shared with the world. If you're yet to buy the book, do yourself some good. Buy that book, read it, and then be your own judge. Do not listen to all these people trying to concoct meaning where there is no need for any. There is no cultural definition, no cultural meaning to a father making sure that mosquitoes did not bite his children. It does not mean anything. If you have children, I believe you check on them once or twice before the morning if they are sleeping. That was what Korra Obidi did. Parents like me, I still check on my kids as they sleep. I still do. And there is nothing wrong in that. You're just making sure that they are doing okay. You're making sure that they are well covered. If it's the winter, my little girl doesn't like heat. Even in the winter, she will still not be under the duvet. It's my responsibility to make sure I check twice or more than that every night to make sure that this child is covered. Despite that, she will still fling it. She likes the cool temperature in as much as the heater is on. So please, if you're being a loving and affectionate parent, don't let what people say deter you from doing the right thing. The right thing is to love your children. The right thing is to protect them, provide for them, and then guide and direct them. That is the right thing to do. Don't let anybody make you look silly because you're doing the right thing. For those people that are there trying to twist this particular page, Korra did not say her father did this to her. Or Korra said, because their father was very protective of them, was so in love with all the children, cares for them, affectionate towards them, to the point that his new wife was complaining, it's always my children, my children, my children, my children. That's what Korra wrote in her book. She said when she was 19, she woke up one and then saw the father killing, watching and killing mosquito to make sure that none, had their way on them. That is what a loving father would do for his children. Now, you that is watching me, have you bought this book so that you know when somebody is telling you a lie or not? Go buy the book. It's still on Amazon. It's even very cheap now. You're still on Amazon. Buy it. Korra put out her real life. What happened to her? She was so vulnerable in that book. She held nothing behind. She said it all. If I were writing that book, I wouldn't be that bad. But Korra is her authentic self. She doesn't care. All she knows is that I'm putting this out here so that no 10-year-old will go through what I went through. No 18-year-old will go through what I went through as Korra Obidi. Mothers, be careful. Mothers, beware. Mothers, watch out for your children. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's why she put all those things out there. Now, for those of you coming to shame her with her truths, of what benefit? I'm asking you guys, you're coming to shame Korra for expressing her truth. If you have ever worked with the victims or the vulnerables, you understand? You understand the only power they have after what happened to them is their ability to share their story. For those that, if you're watching investigative dramas on TV, maybe you have not experienced it or you don't have any opportunity in life to work with alcohol, those recovering from, DRUG, okay, those recovering from all those serious vices. If you don't have the ability of working with any of them, maybe you don't have the skill or experience, watch them on TV. That might be the closest you could get. When you go to clubs for those recovering from alcohol or things like that, everything that happened there stays there. They don't go telling on each other, because once you do, that vulnerable person trying to get his or her life back will never come back to that union again, will never come back to that meeting again. That meeting is for them to strengthen each other, encourage each other to air their experiences, be vulnerable and start healing. Because until you tell your truth, you will not find closure. Korra told her truth in the book. Don't use that and mock her. She told her truth so that no young girl going to the university for the first time will find herself in such position. She told her truth so that young mothers that will trust uncles and aunties and church members in their communities, you understand, will find her daughter being so compromised. That is the essence of you reading and learning from others' experiences. You don't have to wait again until it happened to you. Korra became the statistics, and she put her figures out there. She put her experiences out there, what she has gone through, to save your 10-year-old daughter from experiencing the same. To save your 17, 18-year-old daughter going into the university with all her trust. I trust my friends, not to fall into that. I had dinner yesterday with a guest that I met for the first time yesterday. So we're having conversation on the dinner table. And she came from Nigeria. Okay, so by the time we finish having the conversation, because there was something I saw on TikTok, and I was trying to educate my daughter that this is what you should know, because now they are beginning to go for dance, school dance. Sometimes parents are not allowed. No, not sometimes, most times. They have adult teachers and chaperone, but parents are not there. Okay, so this is what you watch out when you go for those. Somebody made that video on TikTok. I felt it was a good educational moment for my daughter. So by the time we finished talking about it, and I told my guests, you can see what the kind of things I talk to my daughters about. She said because she's a doctor of letters, okay, not a medical doctor. It's a PhD graduate. She said this is good so that they learn it on time. So I'm doing all of this because the likes of Korra Obidi put it out there to educate our minds. So that person that was telling you how people can sip something into your drink and you still come and carry your glass thinking it's still water. That's what that video was all about. You wouldn't know when they throw something into your drink. Just by putting their hands across your glass, they've dropped something. And they're looking into your eyes. Hey, how are you? Without you knowing what their intentions are. That is someone's experience. So if you're mocking Cora, laughing at her for sharing her experience, you're trying to downgrade the effort she made to put that thing out there. But I'm talking to all mothers. If you're intending mom, mother to be, mother in waiting, if you ever want to get married, settle down, and ever want to have children, these are the things you have to watch out. When you're hiring a lesson teacher, make sure you're there. If you're not going to be there, get a CCTV and install at that lesson place without the knowledge of what? Your so-called teacher. Don't ever leave your children unguarded. No matter who. No matter who you read my lips. Don't. The world is no longer the way it used to be. Things have changed. So learn from that book. Buy it, read it for yourself, and read it for your children. Read it for your niece, for your nephew, for your cousin. Read it not just for yourself, and possibly buy for others. She put it out there. She emptied herself so that your 10-year-old, your 18-year-old going into the university will not make the mistakes she made. If you see the way our young kids are taking this friendship thing, oh, she's my friend, she's my friend, she's my friend. They trust wholeheartedly, not minding or knowing that the person they are trusting is not trusting them back the same way. They love with all their heart. But those people, are they loving your children back? Read Korra's book and find out what happened to her when she was 18. Her first year in the university. Read the book. Buy it. And stop doing what? Talking trash if you haven't read it. All right, so I want to thank all of you for coming. I'm going to read the last set of comments. I'll be calling it a day today. I really, really appreciate all of you. Okay. There is a video of, I think, Frida bashing Korra with JD at the background. I pray that she gets humiliated during the defense. Liz, it's going to come. It's going to come. Exactly. That's all Korra's lawyer needs. Her character will be shredded into pieces. You know the way they do it in court. And that's what one thing that witnesses don't prepare themselves for. If you're a witness, you better prepare yourself, because if you ever done anything wrong, anything similar to what you're saying the other person did, that day they will resurrect all of them. They will wake them up from their sleep and from their graves. Everything will be in the picture to discredit your character, that you're not worthy to even point a finger at the other person. And one of those that might go against Frida is what? What is it called? Oh, I can't remember the one you pay. Is it subscription or whatever? That one she did that you pay $9.99 to have access. If the things they are showing in that $9.99 access subscription thing, her private website or whatever, if it's worse than what Korra dance on YouTube, she's finished. Okay, that's just the thing. So, guys, I want to thank all of you guys for joining me today. Unfortunately, I can't be able to read all this comment. God bless you guys, Richie. UD, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate. I wish they got banned from social media, because they are far from being content creators. Whoa, coffee. I'm not gonna read that part. Nancy was doing a live about her driver. She started the same time as your live. You will go and watch and replay. Okay, I will definitely do that. Thank you. It's not in my nature, so I could understand. Thank you, guys. And Laura Lee said, the long mouth Uloma, what is obsessed? She just posted it. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to reconnect. Let's see if they're still there. Oh, it's taking forever to reconnect. Sorry, guys, if you can still hear me. So sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, if you can still hear me. Unfortunately, my laptop packed up. I don't know why. My charger couldn't connect. So if you can still hear me, I was reading the last set of the. I should have turned this the other way, right? Uh-huh. Yeah, better. Better, guys. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So if you can still hear me, um, okay, okay, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna read few more comments and then we'll call it a day. Okay. Let me figure out how to charge my laptop. I was reading one or two other comments and it just packed up on me. Okay. Coffee, thank you. Is not in, okay. I've read that one and okay, okay. I was reading Lee's comment. Laura said the long mouth one is obsessed. She has just posted a video on Facebook talking about Nancy. Only she is careful not to call her name. Okay? Let them just be careful. At least gullibility and greed to cash out. Exactly. 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 And Gloria said, Liz, you think Korra has the video of flogging, bashing her behind the no, I don't know this one. Okay. I think I caught up with all the comments. Let's see. Yeah, said Oyoyo as in the background watcher of what is happening to Cora by especially women from Nigeria. I want to thank you for using your legal skill and others. Oh, thank you so much for writing this. Honestly, Liz Laborde to educate those ignorant people think talking trash about a smart young woman who ran from her for her dear life, honestly, and that of the girls. Kudos. And we try to be present when I can. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Makadi. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining me today. Liz Labode is always one who goes nothing to offer society by making the most noise. Exactly. 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 Thank you for coming this early. Yeah, Liz, I really had to because this was the best time for me to come and have this conversation. Okay, this was the best time. I'm back. I just came back from J Love. J Love, you better stop this. Jay, stop it. Stop it. Stop. All right. I think I caught up with all the comments. Thank you guys immensely. I think it's opportunity for you guys to see my outfits. Okay, I'm wearing African dress. Mhm. So, anyways, thank you guys for joining me today. If you haven't liked this video, do me well by liking it. And one silly person on Facebook gave me an angry face. Is the people that don't like the truth because they can't handle honest conversation, they can't handle the truth, they don't know how to live truthfully or be truthful to themselves. Unfortunately, those are the ones. If you haven't liked this video for me, please help me like this video, share this video, let the world know the truth, let people get to hear this video, let them watch this video, let them understand that what Pa Obidi did is what Laura Lee is doing in 2024 for her son that is 17. She still goes back to the room and check on the son. Is what Oyoyo is doing in 2024, watching over her children. I did the same when I went to Nigeria with my case to make sure mosquitoes do not get to them. It is nothing wrong with that. What Obidi did, there was nothing wrong with that. And let nobody come and deceive you saying that, in Nigeria, you know what it means. It means exactly what was said, killing mosquito. It doesn't mean any other thing. Locally, customarily, traditionally, it doesn't mean any other thing. Don't let people deceive you. There is no other way to interpret this. Don't take it out of context. Don't. Read the meaning the way it's written. He will stand to make sure mosquitoes do not feast on the girls, on his children. That is what a loving father can do for his children. I shared my own story. My husband still rubs cream on the children. If he feels that their skin isn't glowing to or looking ashy, he said, no. Everybody should hold on. He will get the Vaseline and put on the daughters. Okay, so there is nothing wrong in being a good father. If by chance some of these women did not experience what it is to have a loving parent in their home, or maybe they are indirectly telling you their personal stories, Paul Bidi did not do anything wrong. Like I said, if you see anywhere they are misinterpreting that book, give me a signal. I will tell you guys what was said and we are going to analyze it. Don't let anybody fool you. In this day and age that your evidence is just right on your hands. And how do you get this evidence? How do you get clarity? How do you get the facts? And how do you speak the fact? Buy the book. It's on Amazon and it's very cheap now. When you buy it, when you read it, you understand the truth from all the lies they are fabricating on social media. I hope I've been able to clear your doubts. I hope I made it very simple. And I hope I interpreted it just the way the writer wrote the book. The author did not miss words. Don't let people who are looking for a way to cash out with Korra tarnish her image, downgrade her, make her lose the internet favors. Don't let them put you in a situation you'll be talking loosely without knowing what the original story is. Don't find yourself in such a position. Okay? Don't. So, I guess I got it all. Okay? Go to the angry face and block them. I don't even know which one. Auntie KO exposed that lizard and the content theft. And whoa, let me see. KO exposed the lizard and the content thief, and she's known as thief. Yeah, CMTA, you're so right on this one. Somebody screenshot what she was doing in 2022, downloading Korra's whole video and reporting Korra to Facebook that she's using her content. The face is Korra, the voice is Korra, the house is Korra, the background is everything about Korra, and she was still claiming, to tell you how desperate people can be just to cash out from Facebook. It is sad, but it is the truth that we are living in. It is very sad, but unfortunately, that's the truth. J Love, you know, you see, J Love is not easy today at all. She's not having it. I think she's so done with all the nonsense these people are putting. So she's not having it at all. She's not, sincerely, she's not. They are all cloud chasers. Exactly. At the detriment of somebody's peace. They don't even care if what they are doing is causing somebody anxiety, if what they are doing is causing somebody some kind of depression. They don't care. That's why in the course of this live stream, I asked them if at all they have anything called conscience. If at all there is any truth in their lives, they should do the right thing. They should be honest with themselves. This book, As of the time they were, reviewing this book, no Korean reviewed that book because they wanted Korra to sell the book. I made some thumbnails about the book. Somebody even called my attention. Say, oh, yo, please, can you hold on the review? I never did that review till date. I would just gloss around the book. Have you read this? Have you done this? Have you go and get Korra's life? We never did a proper review of that book because we wanted people to buy it, read it for themselves, and know the truth. So now, after reviewing 2 years after, they are back at it because they are looking for what to pin against Korra. Unfortunately, there is nothing to pin. There is this story. I ran the story about a year and a half, going to 2 years, when the story broke, about a Frenchman that will hire men to come and do something on the other room with the wife after he has, put some things on the wife's drink. Is in trial. That case is in trial right now in France. Is in They are trying that case right now. And they are going to do what? All the men, the ones that are still alive, they've got all of them. And the judgment is not going to be funny. So people do crazy things. So now, that woman, I can't remember the number of men they got that are facing trial, including the woman's husband. So when you think about it like this, you now start asking yourself, this husband, does it really make sense? Because I guess when that woman fell in love with that man many years ago, she gave her whole heart. She believed in that relationship. Now, her story made the news. She was an object. The husband will hire men, they will come and do numbers while he watched. That's the love of his life, right? While he watched. So the question is, does he want it? And then tomorrow, one silly person will wake up and use that woman's story to shame her. How will other victims come up? How? Tell me how you think other people can ever speak up if such a thing should happen to them. That woman is going to get, according to her, she's going to get the justice she deserves. People are out there trying to heal from whatever it is they've gone through, experience in the course of being in a relationship. And Korra aired her experience, her life story in a book, and people are using it to mock her. That is unfair. You're not encouraging the victims to speak up, and you're not encouraging the ills to stop. Anyways, anyways. Ah, coffee, this is so nice. This is so nice. The reason their pages are being reported. This is so nice. Yeah, I love the fact that people are standing up. I really love that. I really do. Ah, I love that. You receive water, 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 water. Hi, Coffee. You're updated all the time. Hi, Favor. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. Thank you. Please like this live stream. I see some people are getting mad on Facebook because I'm speaking the truth. They haven't seen anything. They will get madder, get madder, madder, maddest. Okay? If you're here listening to me and you want me to come and tell you, yes, Korra did this, Father, is a lie. Go read the book. If you lack knowledge, if you don't know how to understand simple English that Korra used in the book, tell your 10-year-old to read it for you. Okay? Or go hire somebody and pay the person at least $15 an hour to come and read the book. If it takes the person 5 hours to finish it, then you calculate the money and pay the person. When your mates were going to school, I don't know what you were doing. Maybe you were jumping fences. That's why you read something and turn it upside down. So if you're getting mad on Facebook, whoo, get madder, okay? If you're getting mad on Facebook by what I'm saying, yeah, get madder, let it get to you. Because you know what they simply say, that truth is better. And some people cannot handle the truth. You belong to that group of people. That truth strikes like what? You belong to that group. All right, let me see if I'm missing one more. Okay, let's read this one. Longmouth going on to try about Nancy's driver, just showing how daft she is. She does not understand the word boundaries and that people are entitled to place boundaries in their lives as they deem fit. See, I'm going to be talking about my friend, her tutorial, because I saw a video she made about people, saying their nasty things in her comment section. If I have time tomorrow, I will talk about it. Here we keep it simple. If you guys already know me, you will know. We keep it simple, we keep it honest, we keep it constructive. When we see something bad going wrong, we speak up. When we see injustice, we speak up. We speak up for the voiceless, we speak up for the vulnerable, we advocate. So anyone that is saying all manner of nonsense about this book, please, I have a copy, and I will be here to analyze for you what the original story is. Don't listen to fake news, okay? Don't listen to fake news. That's what I'm going to tell you. Don't listen to fake news. Don't listen to fake news. Everything Obidi did for his children, I would say every loving father will do the same. Unless if your father is the kind that only knows how to get your mother pregnant and don't care what comes out of it, how you're raised, how you're taken care of, unless if that's your father. But if your father is a loving father that will truly care for his children, he will move mountains to make sure you're comfortable. He will do anything and everything possible to protect you. He will go to any extent to defend you, to provide for you, to love you, to shield you from the wolves. I love the prayer that Obidi prayed for Korra when he was leaving. I love the prayer. I love the prayer. And he was very specific by calling Korra's full names as he presented Korra before the Lord. I love the prayer. If you haven't seen or watched that prayer, go back to Korra's shorts or reels. You're going to see that on their way to the airport. That's what a father would do. If your father is that kind that will let you at age 15 to go overseas doing Olosho and then not caring what you were doing, where you were, you understand? Don't expect everybody's father to be like you. There are some fathers that will go extra miles to make sure that their children are well protected, are well taken care of, are well catered for. And that is the likes of Korra Obidi's father. So if you have watched this video up until this time, thank you for joining me today. Do me well by liking this video. And never mind the noise in the fish market of all of those people talking nonsense on Facebook. Korra's father did not do anything wrong. Obidi, I'm repeating this. I've repeated it countless times here. Obidi did not do anything wrong. Hear me and hear me loud and clear. What he did is what every loving father would do. And I know as you pray to have a husband, you're asking God to give you a loving husband that will be there for the children, that will cater for the children, and also be there for you. That was the kind of husband Obidi was to his wife. That wife said, please take care of our children. And that was exactly what the man did. That was exactly what the man did. Exactly what he did. Don't get it twisted. If you're already having a twisted mind, just buy the book and read the real story and be the judge for yourself. Korra Obidi made herself vulnerable in that book, sharing her story without mixing words. She did not miss a thing. She said it all. All. When I was reading that book, I said, Korra, you went too far saying the truth. But that's who she is. She bared it all, everything out. She did not cover anything because her prayer is that nothing like that will happen to her children. That's her wish. And nothing like that will happen to any 10-year-old, that the mother will have the the guts to buy and read her book, you watch out for your daughters. You cater for your children. You protect them. You educate them right. You will not drive them away with your screaming, shouting, and over scolding. You will not. You will draw them closer. You give them listening ears to know when they are trying to say something to you. You watch the body language, their countenances to get to know what is happening with your children. And they will not live in fear. Whenever they see their parents, they can't be able to discuss certain things with you. Read that book and learn. That book is filled with wisdom, with experiences that if you grab it, you'll be able to watch and protect your own children. None of those things that happened to Korra will not happen to you. But guess what? They are still happening to people. There was a Christian channel in Nigeria that made a video similar to what happened to Korra when she was 10. They made it in a video. People were like, wow, does that happen? It happens. They will so subject those little kids to fear that they can't even open their mouth to tell their mother, their father, their siblings. Because if you tell, according to what those people say, they are going to deal with you, buy you. So out of fear, they couldn't. When I watched that video years ago, I loved the bravery from that Christian channel. I think it's Mount something. They are the ones that made that video about 6 or 7 years ago. And then depicting what exact, if not the same way. The lesson teacher was a relative that was coming to teach, and then that was what he was trying to do to the little girl until, and the little girl could not say. But I think somebody else that came into their home noticed there was something wrong, with the little girl when the teacher is around. So she started asking questions. Watch out for signs, body language if your kids are talking. It's not until they open their mouth to speak. There are some signs you need to watch from your children. If you have, especially if you have a third party in your home, whether it's an aunt, uncle, cousin, or lesson teacher, or church member, living in your home or coming into your home to render any kind of service, watch out for your children. Watch out. All right. Exactly. Seeing the body movement of J and A when they, okay. You will see how loving and caring he is to them. You cannot fool children and also animals, especially dogs and cats, with negative energy. Exactly, exactly. Thank you for saying that. Thank you, Liz Labode, for joining me today. All of you that joined me today, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all of you. And if you haven't liked the live stream, like the live stream, give it a like, share, contribute in the comment section. And if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Oyoyo. And this is Oyoyo's world. Here we keep it simple, we keep it plain, and it's Oyoyo's Moment with Oyoyo on Facebook. We speak the truth. We analyze with facts and figures. We don't make up stories to suit our narrative. We go with evidence we have. In this channel is here to learn and relearn. Everything we did here is in line with the Copyright Act of 1976 that gives use for what fair use. Everything we discuss in my page, in my channel, is in line with 1976 Copyright a Fair Use Act. This is for educational purposes, informative purposes, for criticism, for learning, so that we can learn and relearn, and also to inform our audience of the truth that is being said. I hope there is something you took home today. If not for anything, if you're watching me for the first time and you're one of those spewing lies on Facebook, especially, or YouTube, wherever, against other people, do you have conscience at all? This book you're running and saying all manner of things, Korra did this, Korra did not do that. Have you actually read this book? If you haven't read this book, if you haven't, buy a copy, read the book, and come back with your own judgment. Don't take hearsay and then start fabricating more lies. Because how can you be analyzing a book that you did not read? How? Is that possible? Or you're indirectly telling your life story? How? Anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rosie said this is happening to little girls right now at 3 years, this day and age. It is happening. So buy Korra's book, read her experience, and protect your own children. That's all I have to tell you today. And let me also say this. For every woman watching me out there, do you know you're worthy? Do you know you're enough? Have you thought about self-love? Because until you love yourself, you will not love me. You cannot give that which you do not have. If you haven't experienced genuine love for yourself, let me start with you. There is no way you love a stranger you do not know. I encourage you, you woman watching me today, try and love yourself. Try. Appreciate yourself. You're worthy. You're enough. Look at yourself in the mirror. Write down some affirmative words that will encourage you. I am enough. I am worthy. I am somebody's child. Even if your parents discarded you, you're still God's child. If you exercise self-love and practice it, that's the only time that your bitter soul you're going to use to destroy Korra Obidi on social media will start changing to a positive one. That's when you start seeing good in people, even when you disagree with them. You still see good in people. Because the last time I checked, Assistant Jesus and Deputy God, the last time I checked, God hasn't granted you any right to be in his place to judge people. If you're claiming all righteous, all morally just people, when you don't love, you think you disagree with people, you don't like what they are doing, what is expected of you, pray for them. Pray for them. I'm asking all of you that are out there looking for what to say, negative things to say about Obidi that have done nothing to you. I'm talking to all of you trying to tear Korra Obidi into pieces for doing nothing to you. Practice self-love. It's going to help you heal from your own personal experiences, from that thing that is holding you back and giving you all the negative vibes. Self-love. Tell yourself you're worthy. You want something. Practice it. Practice it. If you don't know how, if you never experienced it growing up, your father was never there to cater for you or your mother, now you have the opportunity to cater for your own children. But if you don't love yourself, how will you even love the children to go extra miles for them? You might be that kind of parents that will be cussing them out. Think again. Practice self-love. I love what Kofi said here. So he said the love of Bola, the love of American dollar, the love of Benjamin is the root of all these negative energies on social media. Hey, don't love money more than what money is meant for. Money is meant to do what? To meet your needs and not for you to worship it. So, with that, I've come to the end of this live stream. Join me again tomorrow for another interesting conversation. Like I said, my audience, if you see where they are spewing all those lies about Korra Obidi's book, please, 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 please signal Oyoyo, because I have the book. None of those things they are saying is in the book, okay? So we can compare notes and then know the truth for ourselves. Until I see you guys in my next live stream, thank you guys for joining me today. Be good to yourself. Love yourself enough so that you can extend love and affection to others. Until you do that, your life will continue to be as bitter cola, bitter as bitter leaf, because you haven't experienced what love is all about. Love is easier than hate. Love is simple than hate. Love gives it all. Love helps you with your stress level. Love closes the gap. Love makes you better. You'll be glowing just because you love yourself. You can be able to extend love to others. I leave you with this thought. How much do you love yourself? All of you tearing Korra Obidi apart. How much do you love yourself? Let me know in the comment section if truly you love yourself, or you're just there because your life is as miserable as hell and you wish others to be in your miserable situation. It doesn't go that way. Just like 5 fingers are not equal, our problems will never be the same. Our joy will never be the same. Find some joy in your inner heart and live with it. See you guys in my next live stream, and be well with yourself. Bye, everybody. Bye.